friends, welcome to my love of balls. I have many balls in my studio, different colors, different thickness. Some are hard, some are soft, some are big, some are small, and my clients for years have often made jokes about my love for balls. But they're rounded surfaces, they're a little more comfortable on the body. And I think getting into the trigger points is great. They say whatever decade you are old, so if you're in your 30s, you should be doing some trigger point fascial release 3 times a week. If you're 70, you would be doing it 7 times a week. And if you're 80, you're just happy that you can continue to do it every single day. So you kind of get the point of that. This is going to be done with the pinky ball. The pinky ball is probably the cheapest ball in which to work with. You can pick one up for a couple dollars. And it travels well, right? You can throw it in your suitcase, in your car, in your gym bag. It's something that's very easy to use. A lot of my clients have some in their office, some in their handbag, their gym bag, some at home in front of the TV. So they're inexpensive enough that you could get multiple and put them around for ease of use. Today I'm going to give you 3 ways that you could use it, and then we'll build on this library over time. There are about 18, I think, muscles that attach to the jaw. I always get it confused because the shoulder, I think, has 22 and the jaw has 18, or it's reversed. But the point is that there's a lot of muscles that attach there. And if you can feel with your finger your hinge joint. So I open and close my mouth a couple times. I find that hinge point where my upper jaw meets my lower jaw, and that's where I want to place the ball. So what I do is I just lie down on my side. I find that hinge joint in my jaw, and then I place my jaw right on it. You can stay here 2 to 5 minutes, just allowing your head weight to lay into the ball. Now when you start to feel something release, I always say it's kind of like a creepy crawly feeling, right? It's almost unraveling, and that's okay. So if you're new, I remember when I first started, I thought, what is that? It's okay to let it go. For today's video, I'm going to do a much shorter time. When you come up, before you rush to the other side, pause and take some breaths and notice the subtle differences from one side to the other. And you would do both sides. All right, then we'll take the pinky ball and place it into the armpit. So when it's in the armpit, the upper arm bone is pressing into the ball against the rib cage. Now you can take that bone and you can move it internally and externally as well. But you'll notice as you're there, you'll start to feel some trigger points. And when you feel a trigger point, you'll want to hold it. Now a trigger point feels like a piece of macaroni, or it could feel like a little bruise. And that's when you want to hold it to get rid of that little knot in the muscle. So sometimes when I'm really tight here and I'm teaching, I'll just teach with a ball in my armpit. Give myself a little self-love. Take care of something that I'm noticing is starting to have some tension. Okay, the other way that you can do this as well, it's sinus season right now while I'm filming this, and let's say my left nostril, sinus cavity, is full. If I place the ball then in my right armpit, so opposite, it'll help me release that sinus cavity. So I just place the ball down, and I lay all the way down on the ball. And I would set a timer for somewhere between 2 and 5 minutes, and if I have a sinus infection, I would have a box of tissues nearby, because when I come up, when you start to feel the sinus start to release, you'll need to blow your nose. All right, so then again, I would compare one shoulder to the other before I moved on to the other side. The last thing that I want to look at is your foot. And so, for those of you that are artists, please don't judge my drawing of a foot. This is the best that I could do. You can see that we have 5 toes there, and I've drawn a line from each toe down to the heel. So you're going to make 5 lines all the way down the foot. And the ball, right, travels that line. You first step and press, step and press, step and press, then roll the line. And after you've done all 5, you're going to notice either your heel or maybe the arch or ball of foot had more trigger points than not. So you go to the place that had the most trigger points and you kind of roll around there. All right, so I'll do one line on a foot just to show. So if you're worried about balance, you can be standing next to a wall and place your hand on the wall, or you can just place your hands on your hips. So I'm going to do my big toe line. So I'm going to step and press, 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 step and press. And then I'll roll that line, pressing all the way down and around. After I've done all 5 lines, then you pick the place that had the most trigger points and you kind of just roll around on there. And again, before you go and do the other foot, be sure to check in. How does this foot feel subtly different from the other foot? All right, so I hope